one of my favorite stories that you tell is buying a boat to go down the Mekong River. How does that come about?
Yeah, no, that is something. I'll never have an adventure like that because I would never do that again. Like basically the Mekong is, I think, the world's 12th longest river, but it has the second largest volume of water behind the Amazon. So there's just a lot of water pumping through that, and a false move can get you in trouble. But at the time, the Lonely Planet guidebook mentioned that it was possible to bargain for boats. And I was traveling with a guy from Alaska and another guy from California, and they were pretty salty. One guy was a fisherman, and so they knew their way around boats, and they had bought a boat. And somehow I managed to get invited onto that trip. And actually, by the time we started up north in Laos, in the country of Laos, by the time we were close to the Cambodian border, those guys had left, their visas had expired. And so I was the skipper of this boat that I didn't know how to drive 2 weeks earlier. And it was just this amazing trip that we were under our own power. We literally owned this 10 horsepower boat. We asked, when we asked the Laotians who sold us the boat, what's the name of this boat? They said Mixip. And it's like, oh, this is the Mixip. So we painted Mixip on the side of the boat. It turns out that means 10 horses. It was a 10 horsepower engine. They weren't asking, they thought we were asking how big the engine was, not the name of the ship. I'm not sure if they named the river boats in Laos. Anyway, it was a mind-blowingly spectacular trip. I wrote about it. Actually, I'm not sure if that's in my second book, Marco Polo. It's online someplace, but we would sleep either in the boat or on the shores of the river overnight. We had no idea what would happen the next day. At a certain point, Mekong is the border between Thailand and Laos, and so there's a little bit of made some soldiers nervous in that part of the world. It was an amazing trip that I can hardly describe. But again, I wouldn't recommend it for everyone. And I was just young enough to be that bold as to be a riverboat captain for 900 miles in 3 weeks. Yeah.